So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This time it's tier 2 setting on the way. Jape couldn't make it, so I'm just gonna make it in time. So, regardless, let's have a look at the track real quick once again. Once again, it's round 8, it's Jeddah on tier 2 calendar, and just like tier 1, title still open, unlike TX where Revrov has already claimed this. 3 more rounds to go, and Murty is currently in the lead with over 50 points, so we can close out all out today. The track distance 6.1 kilometers. We're going to be racing at 20 laps of 2.5 meters of elevation changes. Only on this 3 DRS on the 27 corner track, the most corners out of any track. Oops, a little bit of lagging. We have the C5, the C4, and the C3 compounds as the available tires. You're probably going to see it immediately now on screen, but it's only a 35% race. So let's go down to the grids. Oh, and we do have. Okay, we have a little lag for your information. That's down here. That's not Luke Brazer. That is AV. That is Luke Brazer in the McLaren. So, Tier 1 was a really chaotic race. Let's hope Tier 2 is going to be a little bit better. So Muhammad currently first got across the line. It's an 28.3. Mickey with a 28.4. Jack with a 28.6, and FC Pro on his return with a 28.8. The title is almost gone for him. Epic Jack with a 13.4 over the line. Murty will cross the line for P5 only, 29.0. Some big pace differences. Let's watch Callum, who hits the wall there on exit. And it will be a 30.1 only to the line for the Ferrari driver. Zana hasn't validated his lap. Clemens is coming around the final corner. Come across the line and take P8 with a 33.2. A bit of a scrappy lap. He's probably going for another run immediately after. Yes. Oh, and that is Max, who's been invalidated by Bongaroos. Just come out of the pit lane there. A bit of an unlucky release for the Astana. Then we have Toby in the Williams, Nanar in the Mercedes. Hello, hello. We have Zoltar in the other Williams car, and then Jack and Mickey in their respective cars. Nano comes across line, P7. Daniel, P6, both in 29s. Basically what was to be expected from Tier 2. TX hasn't raced here this week. Tier 1 was 26 points, I believe. Never mind, it was a 27. A 27.3. There come 26. Senna jumps all the way to P5. 28.9 for him. Puts him just shy of 0.6 of a second. So we have a yellow flag. That is Callum. It's a really unlucky spot to be caught. Making sure that every car is able to pass him before he reaches the track. A House of Clemens rolling into the pit lane. The other house of AV jumps to P9 with a 30.0. While Mickey's gone for another run. Mickey, Mikey, whatever you want to call him. Murty, P3. 310 shy of P1. Chips for Dinner has rejoined the session. Oh, there's the yellow flag. I think that's just Callum. No, it's not Callum actually. That's AV getting past FC Pro. So, Mohammed currently, Mickey with a 28.1. Mohammed in the toe of his teammate, Lucas Modzik. Modzik? The trigger older. He from Czechia. Good little toe there for Mohammed, and he's 0.5 of a second out. That is an absolutely great lap time there for the Sauber driver. We're still in contention for the Constructors' Championship with Mercedes, with Ferrari. Mohammed comes across the line, and it's gonna be a 27.8. 0.3 of a gap to the car behind. Absolute masterclass of a lap there for the Tier 2. Dinner and Zolter coming out of the pit lane. Next car that's going to cross the low. Oh, what? What? What's happened to Bon Roos? It was one of those in-game glitches as Clemens finds 0.3 in the first sector. Let's watch Clemens on his return after after he's been gone in the last race. Yes, you can cut that much here in Tier 2. Only regular track limits for those drivers. It's all going to be changed next season. Two cars come across the line. Chips for dinner. Starting is on its Epic Jack. 29.9. Clemens improves to a 31.0. But still far off the pace at the back there. He still has a lot of time to find. FC Pro gets out of Murty with a 28.2. Jack with a 28.6. Race into the pit lane. And, oh, into the pit lane now, Max Sano. Daniel currently on his way. Oh, a lot of abusing here. But it's just pinnacle of motorsports. Maximum power, maximum pace, little track limits. Pulled into the pit lane out, exit out of the final turn. Just wasn't ideal, and he wants to get another lap off the turn. Let's watch Lucas. He's putting in a purple middle sector. Could Lucas join his teammate on the front row for the Sauber team? Kick Sauber have had an extraordinary year thus far, pace-wise. Picking up 2 wins. They didn't have had the best of luck. But Lucas come to the pit lane going for another run here. Jack now one of the Alpines. 2 people yet to join. With the likes of Milan in the second Aston Martin car. As well as the second as the second of the 2 Red Bulls, Krin, is also expected to join. Don't get a lot of time left, but Jack for now, provisional pole, 27.7. What is Mohammed's answer to that? Oh, a little bit of lagging. Nana currently has bailed out of that lap attempt. He doesn't have the time to go. I think he might actually even do. I don't think he does, to be fair. He's gonna have to cut a lot, which is allowed. But you can't cut as much as you might think you could. I think I need to also get another placement for velocity setups. Chips are in retirement in the pit lane. With his qualifying over, he's going to start at P17 with 31.3. here, sticking here with Clemens, as Jack has retired from the session. And the pit lane, as he should. Man, false alarm there. I think everyone in this backpack is still on their outlaps, so let's watch Clemens. He's going to be the first driver that is going to put in his final lap of the day. He's taken an awfully wide line there. It's going to cost him a 10th or 2. Only a 30.5 for Clemens. P14 currently on the board. That's almost 3 seconds off the pole position. The pace difference in this tier is crazy. AB next cut across the line. 5/10 up on his current 30.0. He does make that 1.1 seconds. Finds time for 28.9. Daniel just barely gets off a line. A lap in time. Jack and Epic Poo Poo 30.1 and 28.9. Next cut across the line is going to be not Toby, that is Zolta. Oh, who's that? Is that an Alpine? It is an Alpine. This is Mickey, who makes it provisionally in Alpine 1-2. What has Sauber to say about that? Nothing. 27.8 for Mohammed. What can Luke Brazier do? Into the pit lane he goes. Oh no, Kai, not right now. Need to turn off Opera. Wait, I'll get rid of that in a second. Lucas improves to P5. Senna to the line. 27.8 P4. FC Pro does not improve. What about the championship leader? The man who's looking to close it all out tonight. Murty crumbs across the line. Only a P5 for him. AB into the pits. Daniel is the last car that's going to cross the line. Toby into the pit lane. P15 on his debut. P14 as he beats Clemens. And now Daniel. What's he got in that McLaren? Only a 28.7. And that promotes him to P8. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. While we're at it, just actually let me move this to over here. Had to get rid of that. So there you have it. That is your grid for the day. So Alpine 1-2 ahead of Mohammed. Then Senna, Murty, FC Pro, Lucas, Luke Brazier, Daniel, and AV make the top 10. Nanner, Epic Jack, Epic Poo Poo, Toby, Clemens, Zolta, Chipsodina, and Burn Roos complete. So, people now choosing the setups. We're probably not going to see a lot of shenanigans into turn 1. Now the 5 lights are on, the 2 Alpines on the front row. Who's gonna get a better start? Mohammed on a P3, and it's lights out. Mickey with a great start there. A bit of a slow start there for Jack, but those soft compound tires I just saw there making up for it, getting ahead of his teammate Mohammed now, trying to do the same. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle going on at the back. The 2 Racing Bulls coming together as Zolter and Von Ruiz have made some contact, but no one has been left behind. Let's see if anyone's gonna go side by side through this middle section of the track. There's Epic Poo-Poo, who finds himself in the back. I think there was such a case, but he doesn't have damage, so everyone has made it out of these first turns alive, except for Epic Poo-Poo, who's now spun himself on his own, and now he has lost an end plate. Not the best start he would have wanted there, but respectable opening lap thus far. Well, Jack is now flying out in front. The former Tier 1 reserve driver really showing some good pace here and why he was Tier 1 in the first place, but he wasn't in a world of his own. The top 6 already pulling a gap to FC Pro in P7. And those are going to be the guys we're going to be looking at for the win here today. The 2 Alpines look really strong. Mohammed is also a really strong driver. Senna has absolutely dismantled the grid last time around in Portugal. Sadly it got cancelled for him, but let's see what he can do today. Murty, he's the championship leader for a reason, and Lucas, he's been there since day one. He does know how to make a good comeback drive. Senna now gets up into P3. It's now FC Pro and AV find themselves fighting each other. Toby, what a start, even though he's on the hard tires. He's up to P10, and he's now under a bit of pressure from Clemens in behind, who finds himself in P11. Chips for Dinner and Epic Jack, the 2 Racing Bulls. Racing Bull maybe, the Racing Bulls. Oh, Chips for Dinner goes wide. Oh, he does reach on the track, luckily in a safe manner though. And there are a lot of people going off. This turn is really challenging the drivers here. Then Epic Jack, Nana, Chips for Dinner, and Bon Ruiz, who's currently at the back of that train, and Zolter, the last driver that's somewhat in that train, and then there's Epic Poo-Poo at the back. While Luke Brazier is doing some really good work to get ahead of AV. Those medium tires are not doing wonders for Toby. Let's see if we're gonna see a change of positioner right now, because the Haas of Clemens is all over the back of him. Clemens does decide to stick behind, but now potentially running low on ERS. Clemens goes for it on Toby. Toby gives him a cast width of space. Clemens on the exit finds himself a gap. Now there's Daniel in that fight as well. They're all gonna go down 3 wide. Clemens gets ahead of the Williams. Does Daniel on the inside? Clemens turns down on Toby. Who was followed that? Can't really see. I think it was Clemens. I'm not entirely sure though. FC Pro and AV, or maybe the leading train, because something has happened to Zena, because he's 7 times back on these guys currently. Still, those soft tires are going to enable him to crawl back within that window, and Alpine is playing the team game here, it seems. Oh, Toby! Oh, that's an unfortunate disconnect, but I don't even have the guy added. I don't think I have the guy added. Zoltan now needs to watch out. Oh, Zoltan on the inside there on Toby. Definitely an AI. Jack finds himself in the back currently. P12 out of Nanor. 2 people that you wouldn't suspect this far down the order. Well, Jack has done some really great work. It's now Daniel gets ahead of Clemens with the help of the drag reduction system, the DRS, doing wonders here for the McLaren. And we see another use case of that DRS as the other McLaren has got a fight on his hands against not one but two cars. FC Pro currently down in P9, AV in P8, and Luke Brazier up into P7. Now 3.7 seconds off the leading train. It does seem like these guys are really fighting right now. That is not a good idea from the Alpine there, from Jack, to go for a move here. It's incredibly stupid to go for a move in Sector 1, but these guys have can take a lot more just because of the penalty, the stand-up penalties. Jack is really holding them up right now for his teammates. You can kind of fight on your own here on this track. Oh, the Saubers. That is not how you want to do it. Especially not when you're teammates. Fakes it on Murty on the inside there. Gets now the white line, but slides a little bit on the exit there. But I think Murty, it has worked for Senna on Murty. He's got a DRS himself to work with. And one Sauber goes past, and another Sauber goes past. Jack now on the braking. Gets ahead of Luca. Oh, and that's a 3-second time penalty. He cut one bit too much there. Mohammed is through. But Lucas is not. And Mohammed picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Not idea, Julian. Lucas, what a send on Jack on the inside there. Brilliant move there from Lucas. And Mohammed is working on closing that gap to make he has got some incredible plays. We have seen that. And now we have FC Pro getting a 3-second time penalty as well while fighting with AV. And Daniel has managed to pull away from Clemens, who's now under a bit of pressure from Jack, fighting for P11. Luke Brazier has also managed to break free of FC Pro and AV and is going after the leader. Some people have a lot more pace than others do here. It will really help us to get more numbers in, more drivers in, and then so we could theoretically make more tiers. Although Zenar and Murty are going at it. Oh, and there is a car around. That is a car around. That is Epic Jack, and that's a virtual safety car. Oh, has to be contact with Clemens. Unlucky drive for the Racing Bulls driver. Let's hope no one is going to get the drive-through penalty of here. See any pit stops? No one's going forward except for Jack, obviously. Zolt is putting into the pit lane. The Williams. Chips for dinner and Epic Poo Poo also pulling into the pits. Toby staying out. He's gonna regain some positions on the safety car here. On the virtual safety car. We are back to racing, and it seems like Mohammed has gotten an excellent restart here and is almost back in the DRS of Mickey. He's gonna get it on the next straight line, even if he... It really depends who has the better straight line speed, who can burn more ERS, and who makes this corner better. Zolt a 3-second turn penalty down in P16. I think Mohammed does not have any ERS currently here. Well, there's the undercut from Jack. The soft round, the other two soft rounds of Senna and Murty going side by side to the turn one. Senna on the outside, Murty on the inside there. Senna gets a better run. Is Murty going to come back at him? Maybe. He's not going to go into turn 4, isn't he? No, the championship leader is definitely too smart for that and has too much racecraft to just send it on the inside there. At least the 2 Saubers, all on their own. And they got to do the job. As Lucas picks up a 3-second time penalty, they're pushing these track limits too much. Oh, there's a car around. Bonroos. Was there any attempt on Clemens? So then, this might even result in a race ban for the driver. If he gets into more incidents, but now Lucas has caught Nicky big time, and Mohammed, he's kind of struggling behind right now. Lucas really flying right now here. Any pit lane? It's pit for the Alpine. Really interesting strategy considering he's on the mediums. What's he gonna put on? A set of hards. For those remaining 10 laps. I recall the 2 Saubers will try and stay out to go onto a set of soft tires eventually. I think the hard might be the better choice here. It's now a Sauber 1-2 and a McLaren 3-4. Pit now. Oh, the pit comes Murty. Oh, the pit comes Senna. Now, that is beautiful for Mercedes because now Nana can let Murty past and can hold up the Red Bull. AB and Clemens coming out. Jack and Clemens finding each other on the track again. When Roost comes out of the pit lane. Not a great race for him. While Jack picks up another 3-second time penalty. Oh, there's another yellow flag, and that is this time Toby, I think. Struggling for grip here. There goes Lucas. Mohammed staying out. Oh no, that's Mohammed coming. No, never mind. Mohammed staying out. Leaves him in the lead of this race. Luke Razor, P2. P3. For Daniel. Has the undercut worked? I don't think it definitely has. For Mickey and Jack. Soft compounds going on. And a hot compound. Oh, and there is a yellow flag. And that is FC Pro. And Jack. What has happened here? Another yellow flag, that is Jack in the runoff. Everyone's struggling for grip right now as we reach the halfway mark of this race. Oh, what is happening down the other? Oh, and there's Senna. That's Senna and Jack off. And that is a safety car. And that has worked out beautiful for Sauber. As well as Luke Brazer. that is a 1-2 for the Sauber Snow. Oh! Just a minimal pulling alongside on the safety car. It's a 1-2 for Solus, but both of them got time penalties on their names. Nicky currently in P7 on some new medium tyres. We've got 8 more laps remaining. Going for another lap on the safety car. That means we're gonna have 6 more laps of racing. Zoltan shifts into the pit lane. Last car to approach the back of the train is Bruno Reese. As it stands right now, Murphy is winning, and therefore he's the champion. Safety car in this lap. Sauber 1-2. Ten seconds for Clemens. Surely removable. Saubers, where do they go? And they go right after the pit lane. It's a good restart for Mohammed. It's a decent restart for Lucas. It's not as good of a restart. And what was that dive from Daniel? Should send it from 3 car lengths back. And that is never gonna go according to plan. AV. Epic Fufu. I don't think any other damage has been inflicted as we now make contact with Juice for dinner. Other than that, it was a fairly decent restart. That dive bomb is surely gonna have, definitely gonna have consequences. Well, drivers, now we see the Red Bull Senna and Clemens bumping wheels. But Senna keeps his nose ahead. What is that? What is happening? Questionable move from Clemens. Look back at the front. Murty makes now clinches the first of the 2 Saubers. Oh my god! Pile up there in the back. Senna being involved. As well as one more Ferrari, somehow no DNF, and that is an ultra retirement for Senna. Alright, shocked. FC Pro, that was a DNF for him. Luke Racer will have to get past, to try and get past Muhammad. Now Luke Brazier getting past Mohammed, and that is why you do not go side by side. I preach it all the time. Oh my god, and that could have been a really unsafe rejoin. And that basically leaves Merte and Lucas to fight it out. That was Daniel in the pit lane. And Mickey has caught up to Murty and Lucas. Well, that finds himself in P5 ahead of Epic Poo Poo and Luke Brazier. And Epic Poo Poo still really lagging. Ruiz is under pressure from Epic Jack. So then he's right behind Clemens. What has happened there now? Juan Ruiz. Wasn't a fight with Epic Jack. I think he did spawn on his own there out of that turn. There's just no space for Loop Brazer right now. Now needs a lot of bumping. Is that due to Epic Poo-Poo's questionable internet? Mickey gets past Murtai on this final lap. That's this penultimate lap. If I was Murtai now, I'd just stick behind. Because Lucas can get past, doesn't matter. Oh, and now he goes off. Mickey has made a mistake. They're giving Mickey the space he needs, though it is his corner. So now Murty up in front. We approach the final lap. Who's gonna get past him? That is probably as smart as you can be. Murty, yeah, he lets him go. Just want to be ahead of Mickey. But you also don't want to lose the DRS to Lucas. Can definitely see Murty saving up a lot of battery here. And Toby has disqualified. I think that's the first time I've seen that. Toby has been disqualified because he didn't pit. He didn't pit. Ah, yeah, it was his AI, I forgot. Now Murty needs to stay ahead of Mickey. Try to get past Lucas. Lucas also wants to stay up in front. Now Mickey is gonna try to go around the outside. Who's gonna have the DRS? I don't think it's gonna be Mickey. Who's it gonna be to like? And Murty wins in Saudi Arabia from Mickey by 400ths of a second. Incredible race. Lucas comes on third with a 3-second gap to the guys up in front. Mohammed down in P4, 8.2 seconds behind the leaders. Luke Razor down 2.7 seconds behind Mohammed. Then Nanar, AB, Epic Jack, Epic Cuckoo, Zolta, Chips, Clemens, and Bon Ruiz complete the top 13. What do we learn from this race? Never put Jeddah on the calendar. So Murty wins, and with that, I can confidently say that we have a new champion in Tier 2. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in Bahrain.